Hey, what's up YouTube? Ed V here. I'm gonna do a short video on some gear. I'm really disappointed. I went to the beach today. We had some thunderstorms here, but I went in between kind of squalls and had an absolutely awesome time. I bashed on 4S, knocked out a battery pack, so it was a good 20-minute bash. Great session, hitting the dunes, getting some cool air. It was the first time out using my new Arma backflip tires, and it was just so much fun. And I had some great air, great action, and I was heartbroken to find out that I had the angle on my camera was too far forward, so all I recorded was sand. He even thought I had captured some nice lightning off in the distance over the water in the background. But man, it was such a bummer. But any event, I'll be back out there running 6S these backflips. Also, first time out with the RPM front bumper. I took off my T-Bone Racing, and a huge improvement in my opinion. Much higher, a little bit stiffer, so it really acts like a skid plate as well as a bumper. Much better, especially in the sand. The T-Bone was digging in constantly and making the Kraton flip and cartwheel, and it was just a horror show. But I thought I'd do is just take a minute and talk about a couple of things that I've been using. I've been only running SMC packs through the Senton and through the Kraton. Primarily these 7200 milliamp 2S packs. They're terrific. Get an awesome amount of runtime. They got really hard discharge, high discharge rating. I think they're up to 90C burst. Oh, 90C constant, so 180 burst. Yeah, incredible packs. And I have two sets of these. And then I also run the one hard case 6S that they offer, which is a 4300 milliamp 80C burst. And it does great. You don't get all that much runtime, but it's not terrible. And you know, this is actually in a 4S size pack hard case, and it runs great. Terrific amount of power out of here. And again, because it's so small, it's lighter. It's really the same size as these two S's side by side. If you see, virtually identical. I did notice a little bit of expansion when after my first run, but since then it's been probably a dozen packs, and it hasn't gotten any bigger, and that's expected according to them. Just a little bit of wobble right through the middle on both sides, but again, it was initially as what it expanded a little bit, but it's been constant since then. So yeah, really pleased with SMC. I'm sure most of you that are watching these videos on YouTube have heard of them. If you haven't, look them out. I think it's smcracing.com. Terrific customer service, great product. Can't speak highly enough about their batteries. Do use the SJ Cam SJ4000 1080p. This is just the regular version, but if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a GoPro, you can get this up online for like honestly under $60 shipped. Comes with an accessory pack. Most of the GoPro accessories work. My hat clip, of course, I messed it up today, but works fine. Terrific little camera. And initially, I was kind of wondering what was going on because the video quality was really good on my PC, on my laptop, and then I'd upload to YouTube. The quality was kind of so-so, and I was using kind of like the recommended YouTube setting. Now I don't bother. I just load it up in 1080p, and comes out much better. I'm not using my iPhone. What I really wanted to talk about was cleaning the vehicle. So this is the vehicle after a beach run. What I did was take the hose at the beach where the showers are, the pavilion. There is a foot hose, kind of toy hose for kids, and I just knock all the sand right off of it with a hose. I do try to avoid the electronics, not drench them, but I go through and kind of wash everything off, wash out the wheels in particular really well. And then when I get home, what I do is hit it with the air compressor and then give everything a spray with this. This is a product called Corrosion X. It'll actually take surface rust off. And this stuff is amazing. It is safe on electronics. It is just, it's like WD-40, but better. It does lubricate better. And again, it does actually eat rust. It will take surface rust right off. And it's amazing. It is also, unfortunately, very expensive. I think this can is like $26. So I don't use it, I don't go crazy with it. But what I will typically do is just give the back end, front end a good spray, and then use a rag to kind of make sure I get everywhere. Take a toothbrush and hit the pinion and spur gear just to make sure. Because even, living on the beach, saltwater beach, even though I don't run it through the water, the sand, the moisture in the sand is corrosive, so it will rust everything up on, surface rust if you don't. So yeah, that's all I do. Air compressor, paintbrush, a nice cutting brush, and again, hit it off with some of that Corrosion X. At minimum, I'll hit it with some WD-40. Make sure I hit all the drive cups, the diffs, the bearings, axles, everything. Try to get a good coat on there. Better safe than sorry. But in other news, if you guys have a Harbor Freight near you, they're running a special on these little cheap toolboxes. They're like $6. And it's almost perfect for RCs. You got these detachable little compartments for screws and washers, things of that nature. And then you have your tool tray and storage. So yeah, it's terrific. There's enough room in here to put some spares in. I got some ARs for the Senton. I got plenty of those. Rod ends, wheel nuts, WD. I do have a full set of spare shocks set up for the Kraton. That way, set it to be identical to what's on the vehicle now. That way, if I break a rod end or bend a shaft, I just swap it out and then worry about replacing the parts afterwards. That way, I don't have to stop bashing. But a great little pickup here for, like I said, I think $6 or $6.99, something like that. I wouldn't put any heavy tools in here, but for RC stuff, works great. Another huge pickup were these MIP hex drivers. You get a 3-piece set. I think it's 1.5 mil, 2 mil, and 2.5 mil. I think for $20-something or something like that online. I think I got these from A-Main, and man, what a difference. They are hardened tool steel that they machine in-house, and they work awesome. I was starting to have a problem with the set I had, stripping some heads. I got these, and they're just amazing. I can't recommend them highly enough. Also got the Techno 2-in-1 tool, 17 mil wheel wrench, and shock cap wrench. Unfortunately, does not fit the Arma shock caps. I don't know if I have to take out their insert for it to fit, but just as they sit, they do not fit. So a little disappointed in that, but I'll take one apart and see if that's what the difference is. Also, I got this, I think it's, VRP. I can't remember what that stands for, but it's an American company. Shaft plier wrench. I got this one instead of the Techno and others because it has the 3 holes for 3.5, the Arma default, and then the 4, as well as the 12 and 17 hexes, together with a flat surface for putting balls in. So great little pickup. I've been really pleased with all these things. Again, budget minded. eBay In this case, Harbor Freight. Yeah, nice little, perfect for RCs. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and I've mentioned this before in a couple videos, in kind of taking care of new tires, what I'll do is put some Gorilla Tape over the vent in the rim, if they come with vents in the rim. My DE Racing wheels, the Senton, did not. But this is a stainless steel cleaning rod from like a 223 caliber rifle set. And so what I did was just chuck this in the drill, hold it against the metal file to create this edge. I'm trying to get it in focus here. Can't tell if you can see that or not. But basically create a nice edge on it. And then in the drill on forward, just punch it right through the tire, and it vents the tires beautifully. It creates a nice round hole. Let me see if I can get one here. These are one of the stock tires. Just wash the... Oh, here's a good example. You can see the hole. So it just cuts a perfect clean hole. That way you don't get sand or any water trapped in there. The centrifugal force just spits them out. I've had these tires on the beach a couple times, and you can just see how soft they are, completely empty. Whereas the stock setup, that sand will just... It's amazing how quickly the tire will fill up with sand. It happened with my stock Senton tires, and they turned into just rocks. So highly recommend. I think the drill, using a drill bit, will actually burn the rubber, and I'm not sure if it creates such a clean hole. But you can pick up one of these clean rods real cheap at Dick's or something else, any Walmart even. And then, like I said, just file it down, put a little edge on it, and works great in any size tower. So again, just a quick update and spend a little time here. I thought I was gonna be editing a nice bash video, and instead it was just disappointment. I'm gonna get back out there soon. Weather wasn't cooperating as much today. I was gonna just go right back out with a Senton after I'd cleaned this up. I'm like, I'm not going back out there. But started raining again. So, all right, everybody, stay safe out there. We'll see you in the future. Bye.